What's up, warlocks and witches, or some other kind of magic users? Welcome to the realm. Recently, I decided to start telling y'all about games I find interesting. Going through my library or Steam store to find games worthy of being talked about. In my mind, I am telling viewers about a unique or interesting game to get more players for that game. To me, it also encourages devs to continue making unique games. In my mind, I am contributing to my hobby of gaming by spreading the word, in hopes of getting quality games that aren't following a trend or copying a new successful game and creating a whole genre out of it. Battle Royales. Even though I am a small channel, a literal who, I am leading a horse to water to let them drink. And as long as one horse drinks, or considers taking a drink, my mission with this series is a success. It's my attempt to help make gaming great again. MGGA, everybody. Anyway, enough talking about my great grand purpose in life. It's time to check out this interesting game today, my migas. The last game I talked about to y'all was the isometric RPG Exanima with the physics-based combat. That game is so fun and different than what's in the isometric RPG market right now. The game I want to talk about today is called Sector's Edge. It's a free-to-play multiplayer shooter set in a sci-fi world. Sector's Edge looks like a blend of Quake Arena and Halo, and it kind of plays like Quake. This game features fully destructible environments, as well as being able to build structures block by block. It sort of reminds me a bit of Cube 2 in Assault Cube, but modern and with loadouts. I did 2 videos on this game already because I'm a shitty YouTuber and I wanted to remake the first video. And since the second video, this game has been massively improved, so I felt like a third is needed. Sector's Edge is a fun shooter that has an old school feel to the gameplay. I say old school because all the Quake fans are boomers now, and the game has the potential to be popular or develop a die-hard fan base. Well, I guess I could say it had the potential to be popular, but not anymore. Sector's Edge recently released a major update that overhauled the whole game. In that update, they drop a massive bombshell that kills the potential for this game. That bombshell being that they are shutting down in December. Going through the update, they really don't say what the reason for shutting down is, but if you pay attention while you're reading, you will see that they are shutting down because of the small player base and not making enough money to keep it running. And that sucks. Like, it really does. And it always bums me out when a game I enjoy playing gets shut down, but it happens regularly, actually. And not every interesting or unique game will succeed or have a giant player base. Even though it's getting shut down, there is still time to play, so that's why I'm making the video, so you get that last chance. Now that I explained what the game is and the sad news, it's time to talk about playing the game. In Sector's Edge, every map has the ability to be completely destroyed through gunfire, grenades, or through your multi-tool. That multi-tool allows you to build as well as place pre-made structures. You are able to change the look of every block and can even set the health of every block. And health meaning how hard it is to destroy that block. And with higher health blocks, you must spend more resources, so keep that in mind if you play. So, when you're in game and want to capture a point or hold off somewhere, instead of starting a fire and camping out in the open, just place down a structure and treat it like a machine gun bunker. Like, just think of all that you could do with the multi-tool that builds and destroys. I've seen people make art with it, redesign maps, and even destroy a map so bad it becomes trench warfare, and that's awesome. On top of the ability to customize every map you play, you can customize your character and weapons. Sector's Edge allows you to customize your character's camo and model, but those are all locked behind microtransactions, unfortunately. What isn't locked in the customization menu is your weapon sights. You are able to try any sight on any gun if that gun can use it. and it lets you be able to see what it looks like when you're sighted in, which is something I haven't seen in a shooter before. So you don't have to go back and forth in game and in menu just to get it right. Like, I can't tell you how many hours I spend in games bouncing between customization and playing. Like, I'm a gamer that's gotta be dripped out while sliding on the mops. And as an OG CSGO player, I know from experience that the drippier you are, the more professional of a gamer you are. So eat my shit. When you get done customizing your character and weapons, you want to hit the loadout screen. The way Sector's Edge does loadouts reminds me a lot of one of the Black Ops. You got a point system and everything has a cost. This discourages players from, let's say, using a minigun and the railgun. And since you are limited with what you can use, every loadout for me kind of changed my playstyle every time. And there are some loadouts that use stock weapons, but my mini tool would be souped up and I have like armor perks. And like all the points I didn't use turns into extra ammo mags also, which is a great mechanic. It rewards people. It definitely rewards players that don't want to use special ammo, grips, or buffs. Like, I'm a fan of this loadout system, and I hope to see this in future shooters like this game. And when you're done with the loadouts, you can go into your ship also and use the shooting range. It lets you test every weapon with your customizations, as well as placing your structures down so you can see if it's usable or not, and what it looks like in person. I've mostly tested all my loadouts at the shooting range though, so I don't have to spend too much time on this video with this. I've mentioned before, the game doesn't have many players, and that's true. If you play Sector's Edge, just know you'll be facing bots mainly in the server list. Maybe you'll get 4 people at most to play, but you can have an enjoyable experience with just bots. Like, the recent update gave us an entire single player mode that lets us choose any map and play any mode that the map allows. Sector's Edge surprisingly has a decent selection of modes and maps, and for modes you have options like Rush, Team Deathmatch, Gun Game, Escort, Capture the Flag, Control Shift, Breakthrough, Free for All, and maybe something else. I might be missing one. In my experience though, depending on the game mode, the bots might bug, or the game mode and map, the bots might bug out and jump off the edge of the maps. But it's not totally game breaking, since then you can find ways to catch them and just have fun with that mini tool. But there is enough maps and modes within the game for you to enjoy. And also they have a workshop so you can get maps off that. So if that one map and mode leads to bots trying to replicate the Heaven's Gate cult, let that meteor fly and try a different map. Damn. Sector's Edge is definitely a good game with great potential. It just sucks that it will be shut down. So that's why I had to make the video. I want as many people to experience the game before it disappears. And for the rest of the video, I will be showing gameplay without any commentary. So you get a better idea of the gameplay and you get to enjoy Sector's Edge forever after it's shut down. So those that missed the chance to play the game will be able to experience this forever because it will be archived on YouTube. And if you have any game you personally find unique or interesting, then comment it below or join the Discord and share. Check out my recent video talking about a physics-based combat RPG after this. Enjoy Sector's Edge gameplay, you magic-slinging homies. Have a good one.